Peace and power, family. You are now multi-dimensionally tuned in. Alright, so real quick. So I saw that movie, Soul. Alright, I don't know how many of y'all saw that movie, but I saw that movie, Soul, yesterday. A bunch of my subscribers hit me up, as well as a bunch of, my friends on Instagram texted me and said, have you seen the movie? So I just thought, all right, before I had dinner yesterday, I was like, all right, let me just chill out. Because usually I don't really watch movies. So I was like, all right, let me chill out and watch this movie. So I watched the movie. Now, here's a full review, okay? Brief, but, detailed. What I understand about that movie. Now, as we all may know, yes, subliminals are an important part of how this matrix is ruled. We understand this now, okay? All through the year 2020, and even before then, a lot of us have come to actualization that, before things are done based upon universal law, or before certain things are initiated, this Hollywood is the body that plays a role in, creating movies and films and all this type of shit, animations, cartoons, to show us, at least the future of what needs to be done before it's done. It's so-called subliminal messaging, but it's been done for the longest now. And it's not new to us, okay? It's on the X from X-Men to even Spider-Man, Venom, all these things, even Naruto. Most of these things are subliminal messages about the power that we really have. And most of these powers begin with the mind, but I'll move on. Soul, the movie Soul, first things first, it's about this man who died, but, when he died, he became a nobody, but all through while he was alive, he was very passionate. We see that in the beginning of the movie, right? It's clearly, you can see that when people die, they are in this realm. Boom, you saw that they were working towards the light, right? And this shit is so true. When I was watching the movie, that's one thing about being woke. All you're going to see from movies is really, really the real messages. So everybody was walking to the light. Now, I made a video before coming to say something about Pluto and the moon's reincarnation system and how the shit got hijacked and fucked up. Now, you will see clearly that that light was the moon's light. That light that everybody was going to. You see those people, they lived there. Those other people who are on that, ramp that was leading to that light, they lived their life ignorantly. Alright, the way the Matrix wanted it was quite ignorantly, so it's like they didn't really even care. They didn't ever fully live life to understand the real meaning of life. But that man was a musician, so he used to play the keyboard and everything. So there's something I usually say: any musicians are very connected to the soul realm, because whenever they make music, trust me, music comes from the zone. Like you've seen that movie, they had a place they call the zone. Anytime you're making music, it gives you the ability to be able to astral travel into that fourth dimension and into that fifth dimension. That place they had that was called the fifth dimension, and go there to meet with people. You see that because of the zone. Yes, I do, and I've said this several times. Whenever I make music, that is indeed how I do feel. I don't feel like I'm being consciously aware. I feel like I'm really being unconsciously aware, affecting this conscious realm. But proceeding, so that light, that white light you saw people were going to was the moon's light. So you saw whenever they go there, it shocks them or some shit like that. But he was aware that he didn't want to die, and there was more than that light. Other people didn't care. Other people were like, oh, light, let's go there, because they live their life in this matrix being led always. You get that? So that was a perfect subliminal message to explain the Pluto moon incarnation system. So what did he do? He refused to go to the light. He went to the darkness. He ran to the darkness, and when he ran to the darkness, he fell inside a hole and landed in the fifth dimension. Right, the Field of Reeves. That was the Field of Reeves. If you ever heard about the Field of Reeves, if you played the game Assassin's Creed, you know about the Field of Reeves. It's this place that is said that when you die, or when we die, we're meant to go to. And it's like a heaven. It's like they called it, in that movie, they called it the before. So that's like where we go before life. All right, so he went back there. So that's the soul realm. So he met this girl that was his soulmate, but once it was like his soul, so they came to Earth, and they mistakenly swapped bodies, and he was in the hospital bed. So they from the fifth dimension, they saw him in the hospital bed, and he illegally tried to come back to life. He was trying to cheat, and then he entered into a cat, and then this is soulmate girl that he met in the 5th dimension, because they were just souls, barely souls in the 5th dimension. They didn't even have legs. So she entered into his body. She never had been into a soul, so she entered into his body. He actually helped her complete her soul's mission, and blah, 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 by making her realize things she didn't realize about herself. Bottom line is, it's just, she was there as a subliminal to serve the role of like a higher self. You feel me? Right? And at some point, he was being the higher self for her. So she was like, he was seeing his imperfections through her, and she was seeing his imperfections through being in this vessel. Anyways,